Embattled Deputy Commissioner of Police Abba may spend the rest of his life behind bars if convicted of alleged drugs offences, Policies Nigeria's review of the law shows. Kyari, who headed the Inspector General of Police Intelligence Response Team of the police, was in 2021 suspended after his alleged involvement in the swindling of a Qatari businessman and ties with Ramon Abbas Oshpopi. In Nigeria, social media celebrates his standing trial for a multi-million-dollar internet fraud in the US. On Monday, the Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) sent shockwaves round the country when it fingered Kyari in a trans-border cocaine trafficking ring. The embattled policeman was caught negotiating a deal with an NDLEA officer to compromise 25 kilograms of cocaine initially intercepted from members of a Brazil-Ethiopia-Nigeria drug ring. With the approval of the agency, the NDLEA officer played along with Kyari, and this led to a sting operation that's produced multimedia evidence now being used to prosecute the senior police officer. Kyari has since been arrested and remanded in the custody of the agency while investigations continue. Life in prison. Nigerians have urged the government to prosecute Kyari to serve as a deterrent to other security agents aiding and abetting crime. If Kyari's case is followed to the letter and he is convicted, the one-time decorated police officer risks spending the rest of his life in prison, according to Section 11 of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency Act of 1989. Importation or sale of cocaine, heroin, or similar drugs is punishable by life imprisonment. Any person who, without lawful authority, imports, manufactures, produces, processes, plants, or grows the drugs popularly known as cocaine, LSD, heroin, or any other similar drugs shall be guilty of an offense and liable on conviction to be sentenced to imprisonment for life, or b. exports, transports, or otherwise traffics in the drugs popularly known as cocaine, LSD, heroin, or any other similar drugs shall be guilty of an offense and liable on conviction to be sentenced to imprisonment for life. C. Sells, buys, exposes, or offers for sale or otherwise deals in or with the drugs popularly known as cocaine, LSD, heroin, or any other similar drugs shall be guilty of an offense and liable on conviction to be sentenced to life imprisonment for life. The embattled cop may, however, will get a lesser punishment if charged as a conspirator. The NDLEA Act stipulates a minimum of 15 years and maximum of 25 years jail term for conspiracy to commit the crime. Any person A. incites, promises, or induces any other person by any means whatsoever to commit any of the offenses referred to in this act, A, or B, conspires with, aids, abets, counsels, attempts to commit, or is an accessory to any act or offense referred to in this act shall be guilty of an offense under this act and liable on conviction to be sentenced to imprisonment of a term not less than 15 years and not exceeding 25 years, the law states. Implication of extradition. Festus Ogun, a Lagos-based lawyer, has said Kyari's fresh troubles may hinder his extradition to the United States, where his co-conspirators are standing trial. Ogun cited Section 3 of 6 of the Extradition Act of 1966 that states that a fugitive criminal facing trial or serving a jail term shall not be surrendered for extradition. A. Any fugitive who has been charged with an offense under the law of Nigeria or any part thereof, not being the offense for which his surrender is sought, or B. who is serving a sentence imposed in respect of any such offense by a court in Nigeria shall not be surrendered until such time as he has been discharged, whether by acquittal or in the expiration of his sentence or otherwise, the law says. The simple interpretation of the above provision of the law in respect to this case is that any extradition application made against Abba Kyari shall be rejected if the NDLA decides to charge him with an offense under Nigeria law other than the offense for which his surrender is sought in the US. That is, the crime he allegedly committed in connection with Hush Puppy, said the lawyer. He further argued that while it is desirable that the NDLA get to the root of this drug cartel matter involving Abba Kyari by ensuring that those found wanting after thorough investigation are charged before a competent court of record, such an action will only succeed in hindering and frustrating Kyari'S extradition. You see what they are doing? The law remains that no individual can be successfully extradited from Nigeria to any other country if a criminal proceeding different from the fugitive's extradition crime is pending in a Nigerian court. In any case, the Honorable Attorney General can play a huge role in ensuring that substantial justice is done in both matters. Even where the NDLA goes ahead to prosecute Kyari for his drug-related crimes, the Attorney General has enormous powers under Section 174 1C of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to discontinue the criminal proceeding at any stage before judgment to give way for his extradition proceedings, he stated. Okay, so now you cannot see reasons with those who are saying that forget all this NDLA whatever, say now all now wash. They did all this so that this man no go anywhere. And if you think that the AGF is not going to, Malami is going to say, okay, you should suspend this whole thing so that I can go to the US and answer his case, forget it. What they have not been able to do for the past how many months for them to have released him. The same Malami that told us that, oh, all the investigations carried out on him that were not enough to convict him. Is that the same person you think will not release him? So those who are saying that this whole thing was orchestrated so that it will not be extradited, they are very, very correct. Because with all this explanation with the law, the constitution or whatever, speaks volume. It has explained it or confirms what people have been saying. This life sentence they have started singing for Abba Kyari is sounding like a fraud to me, as I'm seeing it is as a sheet from the American fact after which he will receive amnesty. Take him to the FBI period. That fraud case is heavier than the cocaine case. So nothing say we be mumu, the fear of FBI make una keep posting nonsense. This is injustice. There are many offenders more than him, but they are working freely. Before you know, they will give amnesty. Okay, so you guys, let's hear your opinion on this. So thank you.